Hogsmeade, here I come.
Here we come. G'day there, mates. My name is Mr. Magilla-Cutti. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today, we'll be continuing the story of Hogwarts Legacy. So, last time we pretty much stopped a dragon fighting ring by sending free, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a pretty large breed of dragon. And we did still have its egg on us, so we're going to be talking to Poppy about that very shortly. Also, we finally learned the last spell that we learned that isn't a unforgivable curse, which was a transformation spell. So that should be fun to use. So, yeah. So we'll talk with Poppy and see what's going on. Yeah, there she is.
Over here.
Really?
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
You take care of yourself, Poppy.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay then. So we have to talk to Sebastian now. First and foremost, I got this side quests one and then the main story one, and I only got about a 9 to go, it looks. Maybe more, but we'll see. Right. So, Sebastian. What do you want to talk to us about? Oh, wait, no, that's, later on. Right, Natty, that's right, Natty. Looking on that. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Alright, so closest is the, divination, I think.
Off on another adventure, are we?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month.
I know of that
Then
process.
placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
I wish we could actually do that in the game. I don't think we can, but I know you can have an Animagus form in Hogwarts Mystery, but it's only limited.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
You take care. But I guess a mother only worries about their children. Right. There's still no more other quests out there, so... I see we go to... Sebastian. Okay, to the world map. So those are a few rational conversations. Not a bad thing. Especially since we see how people feel around us about the actions we have taken.
Travel broadens the mind.
I wonder if there's any consequence in knowing how to cast the Unforgivable curses, but just not using them. So I'm just a bit gassy today. Sebastian. Gravesite.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Side quests is just gonna popping up left, right, and center. Alright, we're gonna do these ones then. In Philcroft. Wait, I know where that place is. We kept going there a lot of times, but we could never get in.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I just stumbled upon something else could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay, amid the turn of the sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further, if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Let's have a look at it. Alright.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
No promises. Spiders. Okay. The pulsar.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. The rest of the tomb will be insect.
Doubtful.
Open it. Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Confringo.
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Jesus, playing the rest of it. Roll-5's in the room.
Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Alright.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
Looks like that one's trapped in there. Right, no, now. Let's check down here.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Pulsar again.
All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
I hope.
Revelio.
Okay, just got a couple more things here.
Revelio.
Moving on. Sorry. Had the headphones on for a lot too long, so they can't start to hurt.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
I'm
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay. My research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those who chosen by English ones have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted, conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to have served well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
If this archway's been barricaded, did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
True.
Revelio.
There we go.
Revelio.
Something this way.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Yeah. Venomous tentacula. Great.
Revelio. Confringo.
Okay, so someone's doing that. I don't think I can light this up. I have any torches, so leave most of this then.
I need to find a safe way across.
But perhaps the fire pits here.
Confringo.
Alright, incendiary it is then. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Incendiary.
I will move him away a bit.
Revelio.
Alright, one.
Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Up you go.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Let's get across.
Accio.
Alright, so I thought it was something that way, but I think it overlaps.
Revelio. Accio.
Another chest. The collectible, isn't it? Alright. Get that out of the way. Let's continue looking around.
Revelio.
I think that's down behind that door there. And that's the bridge there, and there's a giant spider in there, so let's not open that one.
Accio.
We'll open this one, of course.
Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
I know.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Revelio. Nice.
Yeah. Poor joke, but...
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
What?
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
No thanks.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Prefer not to.
I don't think learning the Imperious Curse is a good idea.
Really? But we've no idea what may lie ahead. But I shan't press you. I'll have your back no matter what we face in there.
Thanks.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Spiders. Always spiders. That's with the webs of light.
Revelio.
Get in this way. I don't even think the blasting curse can get through that. Or bombard for that matter.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Revelio.
So let's take a look down the other way first.
Incendio.
Not one of those bigger ones. Okay. Let's try bombard for now. Actually, I might need Confringo for this one. There we go.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
There we go. Oh, never mind.
Revelio.
Just thinking here, so... No, not the Sendo. Wiggenwell potions. Might need them.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing in these, so... Over here.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Gold one.
Revelio.
Very nice. Alright, look that way, so all that's left is this way. Excuse me. Just like that dead end. I'll take a Wiggenwell potion, that's for sure. Back this way it is.
Revelio.
Guessing opening the wrong door would be hazardous. Hold on, the symbols on the doors match, so...
That worked. Keep going.
Yeah.
Guardian Leviosa.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I think there was a spider in that one, so let's not open that.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
Yeah, enough of the bun punish, boys.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
More spiders. Let's get out a cabbage, shall we? Get in time. Not Accio, I have to pulsate. Two matriarchs. Aye. I think everyone's trying to dig, so. Whew.
For a moment there, I thought that had never end. Revelio.
Spiders are not fun to be around with, that's for sure.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Revelio. Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Roll mine again.
Accio.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only mankind but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Till we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Revelio.
Dark sacrifice. Cost of one life or another. Perhaps.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Sebastian, no.
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Ominous.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Yep.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
I think I know what the dark sacrifice is. Avada Kedavra. The killing curse.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
No.
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
This way.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
I know, but friendship is a fragile thing. Keep you trying it too much, and they'll never forgive you. I learned that the hard way myself. I'm surprised my friendship's still intact. Not that I have many, but at least I still have one I can consider a friend. And I hope that never changes.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Looks like we're going to be taking a long walk there. I'll fast forward most of the bits, but if anything comes up, I'll stop it. Wait. Is that smoke? Well, this is just the campfire.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Very good reason.
Oh no, this isn't good.
Oh dear,
What
I
is
was
it?
right.
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Not quite.
Come on, you bastard. Bombana.
To the right! They're closing in!
Oh dear.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Dear, dear, dear. There's just one big mess. The spellcraft is safe.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Hard to see family go down such a path. Sometimes it's... shouldn't be defending. They call it unforgivable for a reason. I know that. We'll talk to Sebastian in the next episode. Sorry, I'm just really gassy. The shadows of distance. So, we're gonna have to wait for the next episode before we can do it more. We'll have a talk with Sebastian, and then we'll go to help Anne. So for now, that's gonna have to do it for me, people. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. And also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show support for the channel. I very much appreciate that. And that being said, I better get going. I got stuff to do, videos to edit, so a little time. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye bye, take care, and have a good time.